Welcome back to this playthrough of Jeanne d'Arc. Before we get into the final boss rush, we have a couple side things to do. The first being the Colosseum. There are three versions of the Colosseum. One is available now, and then two are available after the main game is finished. Version 2 is a warm-up, and version 3 can get nuts. It actually does require having farmed for all sorts of nonsense, and can get kind of punishing if you haven't done that. We'll absolutely be running through that. It's some good fun. It will require some grinding. And we'll see some interesting enemies. This game is clearly dating itself at times. You know, nothing like playing yield or no yield. We can take 2 units. These things are level 28. The first set of Colosseum, nothing really good happens. We're just going to take our 2 completely overpowered butt kickers and go kick some butt. Overpowered, like. I'm a little sad we did not get any 2 rounds to drop. They become incredibly easy to get in the post-game when every one of these free stages has new enemies, new drops, and will be fun to sort of run through. But for now, we're just going to be hitting no yield a bunch of times. Essentially, in the late game, once we get to all of the ridiculous difficulty stuff, like we saw in a couple of the optional maps I ran into and got murdered in, you'll have characters that can create burning auras. They have multiple hit / multiple rounds with whips or spears. Then you have characters like Rufus or Jeanne that can stand in there and use gigantic one-hit attacks and one-shot things, and then just repeat that over and over again. And then you have AE characters. Usually you have to set them up using 4 or 5 specific skills, and everyone ends up with HP regen 3 and the highest hit point buff they can. Just because anytime something hits you, it's going to hurt, and you need to regen as much as you can without casting heal spells. It is one of those reasons you feed Jeanne some stat boosts, just so she can one-shot things better, because that is, as a sword user, that's her role. She doesn't have the benefit of range. She doesn't have the benefit of a skill that says hit 4 times. She just does one very large attack. As usual, run up, hit stuff. Stuff runs at us, hits us, we hit it back. Drop rates are much higher in the arena than anywhere else, or the Colosseum rather. Most stuff will drop lots of its loot, which is great when you have the repeatable versions. This version is not repeatable. You can only do it once. Stuff attacks, we counter, we get loot. That's why your shard is here. I don't have anyone set up for AE right now because we don't really have any big things to kill at the moment outside of this. You'll notice all the fun things we're looting from this. I just wish the music was better and not bitter. Oh, stop running away from me, stuff. Okay. on to the next round. We're getting mostly consumables for beating the stuff on this version of the Colosseum. You start getting better stuff post-game. This is back in the era when post-game content started to be a thing, and they leaned pretty hard into it. Right now, 2 hits is nice because we can cast it every turn. Once we get the MP for 3 hits, it easily gets replaced with that. But for our purposes, we want something we can use. Sadly, archers start to fall off later if you don't have the line direct damage. Skewering shot. That can hit big targets multiple times. Round 8. And the stuff starts getting serious. I like how just despite me, stuff is gonna not drop its loot. Free mobility +1 is always nice. One of each file. I will not yield. Round 9's got some ghosts. Ghosts and skeletons, and a frost demon. Everything dies. everything. Come on, hit me. Yep, please die, thank you. Next. Okay, and one level left. Final round's a dragon. And some casters. May not need a cyclone. And one more should do it. Now we should take out the edge of the arena. His movement with movement +2 is so ridiculous. Or mobility +2, or whatever you want to call it. Same difference. And there we go. What do we get for the Colosseum? Rune Spear, a Spirit Silver, 2 rounds, and a War Reverie. That's pretty nice. Do we get anything else? We do. Our Toad gets a new transform. And now we have what may be the weirdest map we're going to see. We're going to slarve first. Looks like there's some problems with the dwarves. Sounds like their pets are missing. You know, their dragon pets. Looks like our dog is going to go help the dwarves solve their dragon problem. We cannot kill the dragons. There's a couple ways you can do this. We're going to do it a sort of cheap way. There's no sense to having more than two of us. Take our two highest evade characters, and we YOLO them. And we try very hard not to die as we are YOLOing them. Okay, green's in. Red just has to come in before we die. And there we go. We get an angel's frock and a robe of light for doing it. And we also get a gem that we can't fuse yet because we don't have 5 armbands. Let's go ahead and see what the weapons and armor we just got were. Angel's Frock is pretty great. It is light armor, which means it goes on your character that that needs it. 10 more MP, a lot of defense, 15 magic defense, and 10 evade over the Sage's Frock. Could have sworn we got some other stuff. We did get a rune spear. That is not better than what we're currently using. Minus 10 HP. Minus 5 attack. Plus 20 accuracy, but you lose everything else. New axe. Plus 1 damage, minus 10 defense, plus 20 accuracy. That just goes on Bardy because it's better than the Blistering Hove. I feel like we got another armor in there somewhere, didn't we? Maybe we didn't. I think I went through all of the equipment we have. Yep, that's it. Okay, well, that is it for all the side quest stuff. The next time we do this, we'll be doing the final boss approach. Y'all take it easy.